So now it's time to solve a past paper example regarding acids and bases and neutralization reactions and how do we test on all those stuff. So let's begin. So the question says, complete the following table of salt preparation. And this is a table right here, and it gives you a method and reagent 1, reagent 2, and a salt. And there's neutralization, precipitation, and neutralization again, and you guys have to fill in the blanks right here. So the blank, a blank, and a blank. And then it tells you write an ionic equation with state symbols for the preparation of silver chloride, and then it asks you to complete the following reaction. So let's start. Now we're in an exam. Imagine you're in an exam and you need to solve this question right here, and you need to solve it smartly. Now let's begin. So we talked about neutralization reactions, and we said that it's an acid plus a base. So here in the question he gave you nitric acid and then he gave you a salt, and we say that neutralization reactions produced salt plus water. Now here he gave you the salt, which is copper 2 nitrate. So let's solve this the smart way. Now he gave you nitric acid. Now we need the base, and this base should involve copper 2, because here the nitric acid is associated with the nitrate. Now we need something that has copper 2, and at the same time it's a base. So what do we use? We use copper hydroxide. So we use copper hydroxide because hydroxides are bases and copper hydroxide is a base, and at the same time it contains copper, so this is our best option. Now let's move on to the next reaction, and he says this is a precipitation reaction, which means a reaction between two compounds that yield a salt that is insoluble. So silver chloride here, so silver chloride is an insoluble salt and it involves the precipitation. So smartly, here you have silver and the chloride. So both your reagents, one should contain silver and one should contain chloride. So what do we do? Now let's see. Sorry, this is AgCl, not AgCl2. So let's see. Now we are in an exam and we need here a reagent that has which has Cl. So our best option is HCl, which is an acid, and here we need something that has silver, so we use silver nitrate. Now let's move on to the last one, which involves a neutralization reaction between sulfuric acid, which is H2SO4, and zinc carbonate, which is zinc CO3. Now let's see, he asks you to obtain the salt, and this is a reaction between an acid and a base, and the reactions between an acid and a base involve a salt plus water, and in this case, because we have carbonate, we have carbon dioxide also. So we need the salt. So the salt will be, as we said, our trick, in, out. So the salt will be zinc sulfate. Now let's move on. He asks you write a net ionic equation with state symbols for the preparation of silver chloride. So the net ionic equation, so we have in the product AgCl, salt. So the net ionic will be Ag plus aqueous plus Cl minus aqueous, and voila, you have your net ionic equation. Now let's move on to the last part of the question, and it says complete the following reaction, which is the reaction between zinc carbonate and sulfuric acid, and this is a base, this is an acid, and the products we expect a salt water, and because we have carbonate, we expect carbon dioxide gas. So let's see. Previously in the table, we said that the salt is zinc sulfate, so that's our hint. So zinc sulfate, that's the salt. Then we have the water. Then we have the carbon dioxide gas. And you guys need to make sure that this equation is balanced. This case is in here, it's not balanced. You need to balance this. So I hope this gave you an idea about how the examiner will ask you in the exam, and I hope this made it clear how to target the question, how to divide the question and solve it in the smart way and outsmart the examiner in order to get your A star. So good luck and thanks for watching.